Hi everybody, it's Mike again from Gozo. Allie and Mika and Kyle are already down on their way to the where that watchtower is by the sea. I'm up here because I just wanted to tell you that we had a very interesting event. We came up this road here. We parked, you can see our car down there, and we walked up this way, which is the way they're so used to. And when they got up here, they both went to the bathroom. And I don't know if you guys have experienced this with dogs, but once dogs go to the bathroom, they get this like burst of nitroglycerin and adrenaline, and they just have to do these crazies, you know, the sprints. And this time they both decided to head across the valley. As you can see, I'll come out here, you can see this is the valley down here, and went all the way up to those trees in about a matter of 3-4 seconds. I mean, it's really amazing how fast they can get up there. So the good news is they took a look around, watched the guy with the tractor, and we called them and they both came right back, which is what they've always done. And to be honest with you, I have no doubts that sooner or later they'll come back. It might be 5 minutes, it might be 15 minutes, but no, most of the time they'll come right back, especially, and this is important for you guys from an instructional thing, especially if you start walking away. The worst thing you can do when you have a Kangal, or any dog for that matter, that is kind of running away or getting away from you, the worst thing you can do is chase him. I'm going around here because I know you guys like the views. You've told me how many times, many times that you like the views. So as I'm talking, I'm doing that. Here's the doggies coming back. So anyway, you don't want to run towards them. You want to actually start walking away. And although it's not always easy, especially, you know, with my wife, she was having heart attacks the first few times. You kind of ignore them. You know, you call them once. This is, again, I have to always say this because I get people criticizing me and saying, oh, you know, you're doing it wrong, and I'm not an official trainer, you know. I'm just here to tell you what I do. And it's free. You don't have to pay for my advice. You don't have to sign up for a course or send me money. So please don't, I mean, it's okay to criticize, and I especially enjoy people who give me their side of the story that may not match what I'm doing. So, but try not to be too critical. But anyway, so what I do is I walk away from them, and when they see that, they always tend to come. Especially, again, if you're walking away from them, they don't like that, because in the end they are pack creatures, and they're like, oh, well, the boss of the packs, you know, the alphas of the packs, mommy and daddy, are not coming this way, so we better get back. So that's what I do, and that's my advice to you, really. Now, again, my wife was having heart attacks the first few times because they didn't come right away. And here now they're going up that hill. Look, now they up that path. So they don't always come right away, and it is scary. And I understand that for people that maybe aren't used to it. And look, I'm also going to say that in some cases they won't come back, and eventually you have to get in your car and drive around and try to find them. So nothing is 100% in life. Nothing. There's always variables and changes. And you know, there could be a cat, there could be another dog. So again, I'm just sharing these things with you. So the thing about this is, as I said, I'm always sure that they're going to come back, and I'm never really worried. Not in any way, except two things that I'm always scared of. One is cars, which of course there aren't any here, as you can see. This is why we choose these places. And secondly, the one thing that does worry me, and I want to make this perfectly clear again before I say it, that Maltese people and Gozatins love animals. I mean, everybody loves animals here. The majority, 99.9%, and they're very good people, and they feed strays and all that other stuff. But just like in a barrel, there's always one or two rotten apples. And unfortunately, there's a few people, some that hunt, and some that farm, and some that catch birds, you know, with the nets, the bird catchers, that don't like having loose dogs and loose animals on their property. Now, again, their property could look like this. I mean, literally, just rough area, rough ground. I understand and completely respect the farmers who, of course, don't want dogs, especially large dogs, to be trouncing around on their farmland, destroying their crops. And that, even I would be upset about that. But sometimes, and we just had a case of this about 2 weeks ago, people will put poison food or screws and nails inside of sausages and meat to hurt the dogs, and again, it's just another one of those facts of life that you just have to be aware of, unfortunately. So that does worry me when they, for example, go up like they did up to where those trees are. But I'm pretty confident that in this area we don't have those kinds of people, because there's a lot of people and owners of the farmland that have their own dogs, and some of them have gotten to know me, and I've gotten to know them, and they said to me, please don't let your dogs into our fields, because obviously you have to respect that, and I do. And they said, we have our own dogs, and so we understand how nice it is to have them off the leash, but please respect, our fields. And so they're very nice about it, and they would never hurt the dogs, anybody's dogs. So, but those are the two things. Other than that, I know they will always come back, and I believe that in my dog's case, 100%. Mika is better than Kyle at what people call recall. And again, we've never really defined what recall means, because there's so many different definitions. And I got into some heated discussions with people that consider recall as being like a police dog, stop, start, doesn't matter whether it's fireworks, dogs, cats, anything. To me, recall is, as you can see, the dogs are walking there, and you call them, and eventually they come back. That's recall for me, normal recall. So, and here we are again with some tourists walking around, and I'm sorry, I can't. Let me see if I can zoom in really quick. Yeah, I can zoom in really quick. And they just said hello, and that was basically it. So, let me get this back up. Okay, so I'll just stop talking and walk along with the camera going, so you guys can see how nice it is here today, and the beautiful view of Schlendi Cliffs and Gozo. So thanks again for watching these videos. I'm really having fun with this, and I can tell that you guys are too. I'm up like 300% on subscriptions and things like that. So not that I'm doing it for subscriptions or money or anything. It's just a pleasure for me to show you the dogs and to share our time with them, with you guys. So God bless you. Take care. Please stay safe, and we'll see you again soon. Are they gone? They disappeared? Yeah. I hear huffing and puffing. Yeah. So, yeah, the huffing and puffing of giant dogs is always a dead giveaway. And you can usually tell where they are either by the sounds of giant horses running or huffing and puffing. They don't bark much. So this is it's what time is it? It's 5:45 here in Gozo. We are +2 on the Greenwich Mean Time clock, and as you can see, this beautiful sunset. God granted us another beautiful day on this planet, in this beautiful place called Gozo. So I will now sign off and talk to you guys again soon.